All right. Red lights a blinking. Hopefully, we are live and working as we're waiting for the rest of these nerds to get in here. I don't know where the hell everybody's at. At least we got Dizzle. We're not on Dizzle time. Dizzle, I'm proud of you.
Right, I was on time,
I
if not
appreciate that.
early.
I appreciate. Yeah, they just text
What
back and said,
what is
"I
going
thought
on?
it was 9:30."
Oh my.
No,
Oh,
8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, I was just texting those guys back, letting them know 7:30 p.m. Central Time. If you can't make it all good. So yeah, Ethan was sick. This might be a whole debacle of a live. Ethan apparently was sick. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I've been sick. Paul and Jeff apparently thought it was 9:30 their time. Yeah, so these guys were, I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing. They're getting centrals and eastern mixed up. Damn time zones. Yet another reason why time zones are stupid. So I don't know. We'll fly by the seat of our pants here. I don't know if anybody will be joining. Hell, if there's a YouTuber out there that wants to get on, hop on. I don't know if those guys will even be able to make it. So we'll do updates. We'll do updates and see what the status is for those boys. We might have to reschedule. Old Dizzle, I see you're the solo banker over there. You're not the solo banker. I did some banking today. How's
oh
the
yeah, how'd that
bankation
go?
been out that way?
Um, so it rained basically off and on all day yesterday, and then kind of into the night. And so it was a front
Into
came
the
through.
night. Remember that
And
song?
no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just made that up.
Um good. Um that song sounded terrible. No, but so it rained off and on, has been for the last couple of days anyway, but so I was like, I'll go out semi early this morning. So I got out to the water around 8 or so. And I was like, this is going to be a banger day. I caught like 5 pretty much within the first hour and a half that I was there. And then I stayed. So from basically 9:30, call it 10 o'clock for the next 2 hours, I didn't even get a bite. I don't know what happened. It
Mm.
just
Any
stopped. It
size?
was
Or have
the
you been on
first
a Dinkapalooza like I have been for the past month?
the first one was probably pound, pound and a quarter, maybe. But besides that, no, they're little buck bass. They just tiny, tiny, tiny. I see bigger ones cruising, but they don't want anything to do with anything. It's like
Dizzle, you're frozen a very um
perplexed manner.
perplexed and stoic manner.
See, I'm not frozen in StreamYard.
Yeah, you're froze for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Ball.
All frozy Dizzle. I do want to shout out real quick. I want to get back to that Dizzle, see what you were catching him on, because I'm guessing it was a swim jig.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
I took 3 combos. If that gives you any hints, and I caught fish on all 3 of them.
Okay. Free rig, swim jig, and frog.
Mm,
No?
Texas rig,
Oh, okay.
swim jig, spinnerbait.
Spinner bait.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
The the
Okay.
old the old trusty dollar Walmart spinnerbait.
Dude, people can knock those. I will say the skirt sucks on it. The skirt is absolute
Yeah.
junk. Those
Mm-hmm.
spinner baits are legit. I've caught tons and tons of fish on those little $1 Walmart spinner baits.
Yeah.
Skirts
I mean,
blow, replace the skirt, but yeah, they're good.
it was a $1 spinnerbait, and I ended up throwing like a owner stinger hook on the back of it. So I
Hmm.
easily doubled the price of the bait by throwing the stinger hook on it.
$3 stinger hook, owner stinger on a $1. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, hey, you
Yeah,
do what you need.
totally.
I've still got a whole box of crap for you, dude. You just need to get your butt back here so
Yeah,
we
no.
can do an in-person live, Debo and Dizzle right here, so I can be like, hey Dizzle, and just punch you. And you'll
Real
have the same
cute.
look on your face after I punch you.
Mm.
For me, yeah, I got out. Chris came and visited today. Chris's daughter had a deal in Coralville. Oh, Burley's on. Burley, you good to go? Give me a thumbs up. We're live already, so let me know if you're good. Okay. We got one half of the
What's
Burley.
up?
What up?
Yo, we totally thought it was Central Time. So
Oh, it is 7:30 Central Time. Not
was this like when Dizzle was on our show?
Well, it's 7:40 Central, but it's okay.
It's
no,
close enough.
I completely screwed Dizzle on that one. I gave him
Did
the
you?
wrong time. Yeah.
I remember
Oh,
that.
my guy
Oh
Timmy.
yeah.
Timmy's one of my work buddies. We partake in the Vigi game playing sometimes. Given the $5 bomb, Timmy, I appreciate you, brother.
Cheers, dude. Paul will be here in 10 minutes, FYI.
Okay, Paul.
I messaged him. This is Paul's fault. Paul told me 9:30.
Oh, yeah, this is a Debo Dizzle situation. Me telling Dizzle the wrong time for your guys' live.
I have a text. Paul's like, yo, the show's this was at 4:30 today. Show's at 9:30 p.m. I was like, all right, cool. Didn't work out
thank
that way.
you for cutting plans and jumping in early. I appreciate you guys.
All good, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get into. We're just kind of doing quick updates. I did also want to call out. I had it posted there, but our guy Rob Harrison gifted 10 membership. Rob Harrison. Rob, we need to. Rob is awesome. I think Ethan said he was going to try to meet up with Rob and catch some fish.
Heck yeah, man. Rob, you're at the Kayak Adventure Series next week, right? I think he is. Hit me up in the chat. We'll meet up then. We'll be fishing next weekend.
Rob is as good a guy as I know. He's a good cat, and he likes good metal music. So I think it would be a fun time. Yeah, we were just going over catches. Dizzle's been catching some out there. I've been catching some. Dizzle bank trip today. Like I said. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, bye Dizzle. Bye Dizzle. Hey, it's Debo and Debo.
Debo v Debo. Let's go.
It's the younger, skinnier, more in shape Debo versus 10 years later Debo. Once you get older, fatter, and a little bit of gray to you.
Wait, I got something for you, Debo. Today I went out and I caught a couple dozen on frogs. Frog time, baby. Get this, dude. It was 2 baits today. Frog was one of them. The second bait was Ned rig. It was like polar opposites.
Wow.
And I caught 35 fish on Ned rig, and then the rest were on frogs.
Dude, we switched. I went out last night and caught like 15 fish on a drop shot from my kayak.
I saw that. I was like, yes, fine. One of us.
I know. I was going to share this because after meeting with Ethan and these nerds, I'll have to admit that the BFS stuff was interesting. Not necessarily BFS. You don't have to use this. I've got my whole take on this stuff that I'm going to talk about, but I will say ultralight stuff. Just you can use your regular old spinning reel. If you had
I love that you have the SLX too. That's awesome. That's the SLX BFS, right? You had that on the trip.
That was when I was using on the trip. Yeah, I think Dizzle, are you back? You're blank. No,
still blank.
Okay, still trying to steal Walmart internet. Well, you go, buddy. Hopefully, you get that figured out.
Dizzle's in the void. Oh no!
Oh no, Dizzle! Yeah.
No, my Dizzle.
So these guys did coax me into a couple things. That's what I was going to talk about tonight because I still don't believe into all of the BFS hype. There's some of it that I think is really stupid, and some of it that I think is fun, depending on how you like to fish. So once we get the whole gang together, I want to get everybody's take on it. We can kind of go through some of that. The other thing. Ethan was about as nice of a human being as you could meet. I've got some of these that he sent me a long time ago. I tried some of I forget what they are, like the Morning Dawn or whatever, a couple times, the bigger ones. Didn't catch anything. I didn't give them much of a go. So I brought these out. I also got some like micro jig heads and stuff that I'm going to be trying as well because I really, really, really want to do more catch and cook. Like when we were up there, Paul and Burley saved the day by catching keeper, gills, and crappie. We had a fish fry, and it was just so much fun because I don't do that. I only keep fish that I. Why can we not see you? There we go. Now we got
Hey, what's up, dude?
working. You hear us?
Unfrozen.
You're unfrozen. Your
Yay.
handsome
Beaming.
face is animated now.
Perfect.
You good looking SOB. Anyway, I was saying we did a catch and cook up there. Well, not necessarily a catch and cook, but we caught fish and ate them in a fish fry. And usually I only do that during ice fishing. Last year's ice fishing sucked. We had like 2 good weeks of ice. I missed them. I could have went way north, but it didn't work out. So I want to get on some more fish fry, eating fish, because I absolutely love fresh fish. So
You can do it with that. That DTJ is the money move. I love using that with his 1/32 ounce jig. Like that's all you need.
Ordered some of those. Yeah, I got on
Sweet.
Bait Finesse Empire and ordered some more hooks, weights,
Yeah.
some plastics. So there might be more. I'll have to do it. We'll have to do a. Oh, here it is, Paul. If you're ready to go, we're live. Thumbs up if you're good.
Don't let him choose. Right. Just put him on.
There we are. I did that with
Basket
once. I just threw him in and we were talking and he's like cussing and stuff. And then after like a few minutes in, we're like, we're live, right? He's like, oh, are you serious? I didn't know we were live. I'm like,
oh,
yeah. It was pretty funny.
That was amazing. He was like, these GD M&Fers, stupid effers, and
talking about how I hate Christmas and blah, 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 and everything else. And we're like,
he's on a tirade against Christmas.
Yeah. You're really passionate about that tonight, Hank.
Good way to come into a show.
Trying to get canceled.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Christmas.
Right. Let me tell you about Christmas. I hate it. I feel like we need to get this right. We need to get the Burleys on one side. There we go. Burley versus other nerds. So yeah, that's my deal. I want to do some more ultralight. Dizzle, I know if we can get you back here, not only do I have an Illuma yak for you to use, I've also got a BFS you can try, because we can do a little fish fry, catch and cook, and just have fun doing whatever.
Hooked and cooked.
Hooked and cooked.
It's a lot of fun. That's the
How
thing.
about you? Sorry, I was just gonna say. So Burley, you said you were catching them on a Frog and Ned rig. Paul, I know you went up to the old cabin in, where is that, Mille Lacs or
I
Canada?
Wish.
He
really,
wished.
Yeah, I was in
next
like
best
St.
place.
Clair. Yep,
St. Clair.
Oh, St. Clair. Okay. Did you catch any? Was there a pattern? Anything?
I caught well over 100 in 2.5 days. I was lighting them up, and so I had them on a all from the shore. Never even got the kayak out, even though I brought it. I had a the Outcast tackle, the GoldenEye jig, the swim jig. I had that 1/4 ounce with the gobies, the TRDs from Z-Man, and then also the gobies. I was absolutely whacking them. And then if the wind kicked up and it got cloudy, because it was kind of happening sporadically, I'd whip out the old chatterbait and really
Eddie.
And then after I had my like 200 feet, 250 feet to fish on the seawall. If any of that slowed down, I would repeat the whole process with a drop shot and usually catch 2 or 3. It was ridiculous.
Rinse and repeat.
Just like waxing them.
When St. Clair is on, that's like the money.
It was all largies. I only caught one smallmouth, literally out of quite over 100.
Dude, I caught a mixed bag today. So Paul, you remember that lake we went to? It's got like creeks on the side. There were smallies on the lake. It's by my house. I caught as many smallies as largies today, like an insane amount on the Ned. And then I fished the frog at the back, all the way at the back end of that lake. And I fished
side?
No, we didn't fish crappie there. It was on the other side.
No, the garbage side where it's all high grass, super high grass.
All the way in the back.
The other meaning the crappie.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You get it. But yeah, so I went back there. I fished. Debo, you gave us this tiny little JDM frog. Caught on that today. And then we got the hookup tackle box.
Never give Jeff Fry a bait. Never do it.
We're gonna catch on it. I caught on also the snag proof, which I believe you gave us, both of them. Yeah. You gave me the snag proof popper and a walker. Caught on
that little one. Yeah, the little snag proof. Wasn't it rotten egg or broken egg or something like that? The white and yellow one.
Paul has that one. I took the black and silver, so I fished both black and silvers on that. Caught on a black and blue frog. And then I caught on this JDM bait I just got from the hookup tackle box that came out this month, and it's a tackle. It's called the Clinker. It's got like you gave us the one with the one blade. This one has two, and they knock into each other.
It's like the little feet.
Yeah, the thing's insane. It's loud.
Awesome.
It's like a buzz bait, and a frog made a baby, and it catches fish.
Yeah, I've thrown that a couple of times. I didn't catch anything on it. The old Sprinker, man, we used to smash on those. Dizzle and I did.
Yep.
I haven't thrown that for I don't know how long. Remember the ploppy tail, the radioactive.
Yeah, the radioactive. The other one with the two little blade feet, those things are expensive, aren't they? They're like
10,
I
20,
know
15, 20.
I was at God, what was it? Fleet Farm back in Iowa, and they had them on a little sticker thing, and I felt terrible because it was like it said like $5-6 or something like that on the tag, and I was like, I'm gonna get all of them if that's the price.
That's when you fill the cart.
Yeah, I had the guy check. I took a picture real quick with my phone, and I was like, "Here's where they are." I didn't move them, and I asked the guy. I was like, "Hey, can you check the price on this? Because it says $5, and theirs was like $15." So he ended up letting me have one for the $5 price. So I've never thrown it yet.
You're so nice.
Yeah,
you're so nice, Dizzle.
I would have just pushed the whole display up to the thing. Like,
See,
I'll just take this. I'll just take this.
How much extra for the display? $4.
Right.
Just load it in the truck. I
want to
put it in my tab.
Gary, okay, before we get into some more talk, because as the show is titled, What Did They Do to Me? Each one of these guys has influenced me in a different way. Now, it's going to be interesting. We're going to go through that. All good. Yeah, don't you don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, all good. All good.
I should leave.
Gary says, okay, looking at buying a casting reel for frog fishing, Daiwa or Shimano, $100 to $199. Depending on how much line capacity you need, I think it is really, really hard to beat a Tatula 150 or 200. It's got an aluminum frame and an aluminum handle side plate. They are tough as nails. They're not going to bend and break. That's kind of my go-to. So I would say a 150 or 200. Chris and I were fishing today. I did see he said hi. Oh, here. Andy said he had to wash his hands after holding my BFS setup and looking at it today because it was so disgusting and dirty.
He said he used the empty fudge stripe tank because there's no fudge stripe left in it.
He is alive and well. He's a girthy old boy. I need to get that set up as like a backdrop. That'd be sweet.
You really do.
Pain in the butt.
You need the LED lights in the background to light up the tank.
Oh, that'd be awful. I could maybe set something up over there and do. I need a laptop. Anyway, he got the Daiwa
tank.
Yeah. I think it's like the Daiwa Coastal, the blue one. It's the same frame size as I think he said the Tatula 100, but it's got a 200 line capacity or something like that. I don't remember what the specs of it are, but he loves it. He was fishing it today and he absolutely loved it. So that's my recommendation. What do you guys got? $100 to $200 for Gary frog?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't use Shimano's for frogging. It's not going to happen. But the Daiwa, I'd be Tatula. I've been eyeing it up, man. I got to get another one. So I frog fished with the Abu Garcia Rebo SX today, which the standard one, I love frog fishing with. I have the shallow spool. I don't. I fished with the shallow spool today. It's what I had. And I didn't.
Down to the back end.
I had no idea it was going to be a frog day. It's Michigan. Yeah, all the way down to the backing. But it's Michigan, June 1st. Like, we don't catch frogs. This is the best frog day I've had in 2 years.
And that's what I'm using. I'm using the high speed, like 9 or 10 speed Revo SX one. For frogging.
That's what I would recommend. That's what I use, and I use that for flipping as well. Yeah, and it's amazing. I love that reel. I was not expecting to like it as much as I do, but I freaking love it. Although I will say, because a lot of frogging rods, they get a little big. Like I'm thinking about the Veritas. I have the PLX, the nice one. And I hate that combo though. It sucks because it's too big and clunky. It's really big. You really got to have like a lighter rod, like a smaller diameter, like lighter rod.
So
that's just my opinion because I feel like they're big.
I used the Arc Invoker Tour today. It's a 7.6, super light. That rod gives you so much forgiveness on hook sets. Like I was catching dinks on frogs, no hook set issues whatsoever. Like that rod is amazing. I love that rod. But now I need a different frogging reel. So whatever we tell this guy to buy, I'll buy right now because I need one.
Should we put up while you guys are talking about? I'll put up a link here and see what everybody votes on, and that's what Jeff has to buy.
That's my new frog.
Jeff needs to get a Tatula. That actually,
I don't have one, so
no, he needs.
Okay, there you go.
One.
Buy a Tatula.
That's
okay.
I'm gonna break the mold and say, put them both in your hand and whatever feels better, 100%. Because with frogging, I feel like frogging is one of those techniques that if the reel is not the right size, my hand's gonna hurt really bad partway through the day.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it's gonna be soaking wet, all
Also
like
that
pruny and gross. But yeah, make sure it feels good in your hand because it's gonna be a lot of action act use.
I've used Paul. Which Tatula do you have, Paul?
CT.
The CT. Yeah, so
like
I mean,
$180 one.
I've used that one.
No, Tatula CT is 130, 129.
Yeah, that's the lower end.
What's the 190 one? The one that was 175 is now 190.
That would have been had to have been the 150 probably. Tatula 150.
Yeah. That's the one.
Those used to be 150-ish. Now I think they're 170. I have the warehouse of tackle up here. We could look real quick, but also, so I am not the guy to ask on this. Maybe you guys could say. I have always made my own seasonings, but I will say when we were up there in Michigan, we got like I think it's called Arthur's or Adams or something at Myers, which I don't know. Myers, we don't have them around here.
Yeah, you guys don't have them.
But it was like a flour / cornmeal mix that was seasoned. And it was freaking amazing. I know my dad usually does shore lunch.
Shore lunch is good. It's like very consistent, and I like the texture after it's cooked. The texture is really nice.
Is a shore lunch more like a panko seasoning versus?
It's more fine. It's really fine.
Really?
Like
see, I'm more
flour mix.
I want to go the opposite way. I want like a fried chicken type of crispy, crunchy batter, not the cornmeal-y, just because I feel like I get weird with texture sometimes.
I don't like it too cornmeal. I agree.
Together.
I don't like the ones that are like solid cornmeal. Those are gross to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be a good mix of floury
corn flour.
Yeah.
I
agree. I like mine to be, well, I've never met a fried fish I didn't really like. I honestly don't care.
True.
I think they're all really good. And I actually just grab whatever and I mix a ton of Tony Sacheries in. Actually, that's like my go. If I'm making it for myself, if I'm doing it for my kids, I always do the lemon flavored ones. They go bananas for the one with like the lemon seasoning in it. They like that one.
Let's see. Okay, so let's get into. So we did seasoning. So each one of these guys has taught me different. Now, we've already gotten to the whole Dizzle banter of jig fishing, right? So I used to flip a jig. I swam a jig. I never threw a round ball head jig, right? A finesse jig. Finesse jigs were not in my arsenal. I was shaky head. Shaky head has kind of since gone to the wayside. Now it's like a net has kind of even replaced that. You kind of go in seasons. So this is something interesting. I want to pick Dizzle's brain because even he, the jig master, which he changed it for tonight, he's the solo banker. Even now he's kind of drifted away from the jig. So Dizzle, what are your thoughts still on the finesse jig? Is it still in your rotation with Texas rig and free rig? What's kind of the updates on that?
Yeah, I mean 100%. It's still there. Honestly, right now, I just don't want to. I don't need to go buy more, but I just don't have any with me. I have some, but I have a bunch of tungsten weights, so I'm throwing a lot of pegged Texas rig stuff. So I don't even know if you call it a Texas rig still because the weight is pretty much pegged at the top of the hook. And free rig with the, God, what are they? The ringed EWG hooks.
The ringed hooks.
Who makes those? Yeah. That's a heck of a combo right there.
The ringed one? You mean like the Jika rig style, like with the connection in there? Or what do you mean by ringed hooks?
Yeah, it's like that, but they make specifically welded ringed hooks. So you tie to the ring. So when you set the hook can move freely, and the ring's supposedly taking all the.
It's true.
Here.
I use those. I actually use a version of those. It's called a rockfish hook for BFS, like swim baits and stuff. The hookup ratio you have to really let them take it. That's the only thing that I've noticed. Like if you don't let them walk away with it, sometimes when you set the hook, it doesn't work as well for me.
I think it was VMC. I think somebody else made them too. Maybe
I think
Owner,
it might. I think it's VMC. Yeah.
Oh,
and they're
whoa.
welded. Yeah, that's
Yep.
the big thing is they're welded. So there's no. That's the other nice thing is because sometimes on the split, like if you tried to do it yourself or even on a crankbait with the split ring there where you tie your line, you can barely see me down here. I'm just above Bass Hole's name down there. The line can run in between where the split ring goes, but with these they're welded right there. So
nice.
yeah, you don't have that issue.
It's like the size of a split ring, but one solid piece.
One piece.
You don't have the
like
two folded over. Yeah. They're super solid. I haven't had any issues with them. The only issue I've had is I didn't get very many because I tried them out and I got some, I think some 4 and some 5s, and I'm pretty much out of all of them. So I need to re-up. But yeah, they're dynamite. I think
those are cool.
Punch.
Yep, he was the one that recommended. Yep.
That guy's insane. I love that dude. He just knows so much stuff. Like every time I turn around, he's got like some insane thing that he's doing. And I'm like, oh my god, where'd you come up with this?
And Debo, didn't you say Punch is like 7'8" or something like that?
Yeah, basically. I think he's like 6'6". Yeah, he's a.
Why are all the people I know like over 6'5"? Why can't one of these mother effers truckers be just 6 foot? What the frick?
It was weird at the Airbnb, like me not feeling tall.
What a joke.
Yeah, Ethan is. What is he? 6'7"?
I think he's 6.
Ethan's
4.5, 6'5".
What? No, he's taller than that. He's tall.
I think he told me he was like 6'5".
Go watch the video that I'm going to post on Friday, and you can see how tall he is compared to Jeff. It's a joke. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've got the members live going. I think he says in that one too, or the members behind the scenes video.
Elizabeth Seago 6'6", 123 pounds. I think you're giving a little too much credit.
Wait till you see the unboxing that we drop on Monday, because we unboxed that dangly leg worm and he got so excited.
This is me.
It's me.
It's a me. I want that.
It's a me, dangly worm.
Okay, well,
this is a dangly worm.
A spinning.
There he is. Okay, he's back. We got you. There you are, Dizzle.
Brad.
Hey. Anyway, there's Chris now saying that it was the Tattoo Coastal is what he got. $100 off with the pro membership Omnia plus 20% off sale. So he got a good deal on that. That's what he's using as his frog deal. Okay, so Paul. So I'm going to attribute Paul to my yearning for a catch and cook. Not only catch and cook, but also micro / more finesse kind of stuff. So not only did I order some tackle, I may or may not have also ordered an ultralight spinning rod to go with some of this stuff, because I would like to target some more multi-species and catch some fish to eat. So Paul, getting into right now, knowing what you know from all the years of your other fishing and multi-species and going into bass fishing, and you guys have dove kind of head over heels into kind of the multi-species ultralight stuff. What would you recommend for somebody that's getting into that now as like a decent combo or a couple baits that you guys have thrown for? I know you recommend these a lot, and I do have some of these. I did also order a couple different colors.
The Donkey Tail and Donkey Tail Junior. So that's Fish Anything.
Still coolers.
That's Ethan, the guy that was with it. That's him. He owns and operates Mule Fishing, does all the bait design. And those little things right there, so that's the junior size. It's like 1.8 inches, I think. And then there's a Donkey Tail. If you're a bass fisherman, if you're a bass fisherman and you're trying to get into like going lower, I would even start with the size up from that. I have it right here. So this is the Donkey Tail regular size. I have them all the time on me. So if you're a smallmouth fisherman, this should just be your go-to. I know this thing looks so simple, but it is really stretchy. But the thing about it is it catches everything. So with this right here, the larger size, this one's still only like 2.8 inches. So it's still really small. You put that on a 332 size hook, and you can catch the biggest bass in the lake, but you can also catch the smallest bass in the lake. You can catch the big crappie and the big bluegill. You're just going to have a ton of fun. And that's the thing. And the Donkey Tail Junior, if you're truly trying to go like catch everything and get into panfish and perch and that, you're just gonna have so much fun. And it's easy to catch fish. You just cast it, retrieve it, and you just try not to get hooked up and snag down grass, and you're going to catch fish. Like there's no, you don't really need any. Yeah, as long as you're by fish, you're going to catch them.
One of our favorite color combos for that is the Batman.
The Batman.
Chartreuse head, black DTJ Junior, and you're gonna have a blast.
You can't go wrong. You can't mess it up. We've used them so much at this point. For combos though, I will say this. I know Cast King for $90 makes a heck of a combo. But if you're not going Cast King, I'm telling you right now, I ran this and I still run this all the time. 13 fishing to 5 silver. This is $50. You're not. It's a lower quality graphite, but it's for pan fishing. It's just fine. I've caught smallmouth over 4 pounds on this. It's still a killer. This thing is unbelievable for the money. And then as far as reels, the Akuma Cymar, I still can't recommend it enough. You're not going to beat for $50, like a total of $100, and then $20 worth of line. You're good for quite literally years. I still use those combos. I have right here. It's one of my original Akuma Cymars. I still use it all the time. Get the 1000 size, and you'll be using it when you're 60.
Yeah, I think everybody is 6'1" or over that Paul hangs out with. Dizzle, what are you? Are you 6'2"?
No, I'm like 6
taller
foot.
than me. Oh, you're 6 foot. I was thinking you were taller than me.
Shorty.
I'm 6'1". Jeff, what are you? 6'3"? 6'2", 6'3"?
No, I'm 6'1". My license says
6'1"?
My license says 6'2".
And I was like, when?
I think you were a hair taller than I am. I'm 6'1".
You should have gone 5'14" on your license.
My license still has where I'm at a fit like 199 or 200 or whatever, and I'm like fucking fat now. Pardon the F-bomb. Dude, I just
your
dropped
show,
out of
man.
nowhere.
You're in charge.
Sorry, we're in the meet now. I apologize. I do feel strongly against it, and I need to lose weight, so that's why I'm a little angry about it.
I wasn't really thinking about future travel plans last time I got my ID renewed. I look like I should be on a no
list.
A no watch list.
Yeah, like the in Iowa you can't smile, and in some states they allow you.
You froze, Dizzle, right when you said no.
Oh my god!
A no. What is it? What list are you on?
You left us on suspense on a no.
No fly list.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, we can't smile.
We can't either.
Yeah,
I look like an absolute. I look like
I
look like a drug dealer on all of my official identification. Like I am. I need to be scrutinized based on.
They say look like a felon. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Click. Nice job.
Cisco. Yeah, we're measuring stuff by DEBO fingers. Take a drink. Absolutely.
I need a drink.
Okay, that was a good overall. Paul, on the ultralight deal. My only question is, do you
Paul,
go?
I was going to ask. Sorry, Debo.
Yeah,
I was going to ask what line are you running on that?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention that. I didn't want to go too far. I didn't want to go too far. So for line,
we actually ran out of time. So anyway, Jeff, next.
I like I do like the best line that I've used. It's slightly more expensive, but I do think it's worth the money. It's the Varivas 8 line. It's really, really nice. It's crazy. It's super soft, but it's really strong. And it's really thin diameter. So the nice thing about thin diameter is it allows you to go even lower and get a little more sensitivity and actually get a little more action out of the jigs that you're using, whether they're bigger or smaller, but especially when you go smaller. Yeah. And then you can go straight mono though. So that's, if you want to save some money, just go straight mono. If you're going straight mono, go 6 pound. I think that's better for all around. But when I'm using braid, I usually go 6 pound. It's the 6 pound equivalent of Varivas. And then I like the I saw that the 4 pound mono is probably the way to go for the leader.
So also, yeah, I did see Kuda in here. Kuda, I did want to shout you out. Hope you're good, man. I haven't talked to you for a minute. Need to catch up. So I did ping, or where the hell did I save it? Oh, I saved Steven's comment here because I'm going to get to that. That's what I want us all to talk about. So real quick, thank you for the recap of that, Paul, of what you're throwing. I think that's a great overview. What was the Varivas though? Is that a braid? I don't know that.
Yeah, it's braid.
Yeah, it's a brand.
Varivas 8 braid. It's on
Fancy.
Faith Finesse
Just look at
Empire.
it. Go to
Oh,
go to
fancy
go to
guy
Faith
braid.
Finesse Empire and just look up Varivas. It's the Varivas 8 line is just sort of it's their standard, like it's their baseline, and it's better for ultralight than any. Honestly, okay, the other one. This is the other one that I was going to recommend.
Also, shout out to Fishing with Ali G. Ali, I missed you. Thanks for becoming a member.
That's the one.
Mm.
You throw that out there.
Braid.
This is my
like
second favorite. Varivas is better than this in every situation for ultralight. Period. This is a really good line though too.
Okay, I like that. Given a more obtainable braid.
Yeah, you can get this anywhere. They make it in 6 and 8. They have chartreuse. They have the high vis. They have blue. Blue, I've actually really kind of gotten turned on to. I bought some of that Varivas 6, which is even lighter in blue, and it's now that's my rock steady standard.
Everybody, hit your microphone.
Make sure you're awake, nerds. If all this BFS talk hasn't put you to sleep,
Yeah, put you down.
Okay, so Jeff, the younger, more handsome, far more muscular version of me. Jeff has taught me not a lot because basically we're the same person. We have both have two.
We know everything the other person
we have,
knows. I got
it. We both know more than our fishing partners by far. Not even
by.
My favorite part about Jeff is how much more he knows than I do.
So much.
I'm honestly okay with that. I mean,
oh, Dizzle. Listen, next time I meet you, we're gonna hold hands and frolic through the fields, and it's gonna
just
be
like Rocky.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great reunite running on the beach.
And I'm gonna be using my spinning rod upside down.
Probably
normalize it.
Yeah,
just normalize
being out there in Nebraska, I wouldn't be surprised. You'll have a spinning rod on a casting rod, reeling it backwards.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh God, Dizzle, I'm have to stop you for being a Nebraska.
Stop trying to make that a thing.
Yeah. So not only do Jeff and I have the same PFD, the same kayak,
color,
same family,
same color,
everything. But Jeff, I did want to pick on for the kayak thing. So I'm very new to the kayak thing. You all know I've been out in a handful of times, definitely getting a lot more comfortable. But Jeff got the bigger version of my kayak. I have the Native Slayer Propel Max 12.5, whatever the hell it is. He got the Titan. Boat. He got the Titan, which what I was looking at, a little bit bigger, a little bit more stable. But looking at motors, so I know you guys have been playing with motors more. So I kind of wanted to pick your brain on this because you guys, not necessarily you, Jeff, I guess this is kind of more both of you, but since you had it on your boat, I'm going to kind of attribute this one to you. You had the spot lock, and I noticed. So I've been able to experience just one time paddle. Mine is pedal, which I am extremely comfortable with. I love it in almost every way, except for when we get to those lakes where there's a ton of stuff you can get caught up in your propeller under you. And you have the motor version of that.
Yep.
So putting all those together, and I know this is kind of a loaded question. If somebody were just getting into kayak fishing, what would you recommend they get? Pedal,
as far as the kayak?
No, not necessarily. I'm talking about motor propulsion. Let's stick with propulsion. Paddle, pedal, or some sort of motor width. Like, does it make enough sense to jump up to a motor with all this other stuff? And I know this is loaded.
Yeah.
Take it wherever you want, but I know you guys have toured a lot of them, played with a bunch of them, because I know we're going to get Dizzle in the Aluma Yak. But let's say he takes the next step from Aluma Yak to actual Yak. What might Dizzle consider?
Yeah, so I mean, the answer is it depends on what kind of water you're fishing. So it's like if you have it depends on what kind of water you're fishing, and you can do a pedal pretty much everywhere. Like if you have super grassy lakes, you might get annoyed. If you have super shallow water, you're gonna paddle anyways, but you can paddle most pedal kayaks. You just lift the pedal up, and I wouldn't recommend a motor for anybody starting out with it. It definitely takes a lot of work to set it up, wire it up. It's way more expensive. Yes, it's fast, and there's a learning curve. Even with the XI3, like the bow mount XI3, is pretty much plug and play. Like it's not that difficult to use, but you get used to like, how am I going to maneuver around these different spots? I keep my pedal drive in when I have it because it allows you to like use the XI3 to get up to a spot or go a distance. You can spot lock it, but spot lock like spins you. So you're going to be pinned to a point on that motor, which is the front of your boat. So your boat will still kind of like spin to keep you in that spot. So if you're like keyed in on a spot you want to cast to, you might get turned away from it with that. I mean, it's nice to move distances. I really do like it. I'm just saying, like, if you're just starting out, I wouldn't do a motor unless you're going all in on like a tournament yak setup. But pedal is going to get you everywhere you want to go. You can get it through most waters anyways. Even, I mean, I was up super skinny with my pedals today, and like it's easier. It's easier to control when you're casting because you can pedal up, pedal back if you have a prop drive, which I would recommend going prop. But like there's fin drives where you have to like pull the strap, do the reverse on that. Just do a prop drive. Like you can pedal up, pedal back. This is my first prop drive because I've been mostly Hobie. So I've had the fin drives all the time. If you guys don't know, like they only go forward and you can turn them. Yeah, it's because they like scissor back and forth. Or you get the 180 drive with the Hobie, you pull a strap, it spins the fins backwards, and that's how you pedal back. So it's an extra step. But with a prop drive, it's instant reverse. So, I mean, if we're asking like what kayak specifically, like if you want something you can throw, like are you going up on top of a vehicle, Dizzle? Or is it in a, like, are you in a truck? What are you in?
I mean, I would have.
Oh, I was just teasing. I don't know that he's going to get one, but
in general,
maybe we'll coax him into it.
I would say it would be trucked.
Trucked. Okay. I mean, if you guys
Old
are
Town
trucking it,
PA12.
Yeah, it'd be just like mine. Yeah, you could throw it in the back of the truck like me.
yeah, it's the Old Town. Like
PDL
the
120.
PDL 120 is such a good all-around kayak. It's the one, like I got a big water paddle because I intended on putting motors on it. I'm not really doing that much right now. I really wish I had gotten the PDL 120.
I had the 106. So
the 106
version. That's what you guys saw me in. That thing is the consummate pond hopper.
Yeah,
dude. If I would have rammed you, T-boned you, I would have sunk you. That's how much bigger and better my boat is. He had this little 10-foot boat.
Actually.
I would pay to watch.
So
that.
related question for somebody that may or may not be getting into that lifestyle. How many pairs of Crocs am I required to own?
2. You got to have one for your chores and one for fishing. Your chores ones are going to be so hecked up. Yeah.
Oh, you guys even have
the same shoes.
No,
it's too much.
This is messed up, bro. This is not okay.
At least they're not the same color. They're the green ones.
What? Somebody was telling me to get Crocs, and I looked at those and I was like, yeah, those would be great. Because I don't like the whole like Croc look. I'm like, those are a little bit better.
What?
I don't feel so good. This is like a multiverse.
What is going on?
Our universes have crisscrossed somehow, somewhere, and we're like alternate versions of each other. It's
I do gotta say, today it was very wet out when I first went out to fish, and I was stuck for about 4 hours wet shoes and socks, and my toes hurt right now.
I hate wet feet, dude. That's one thing I'm have to get used to with the kayak, is I hate my little toesies being wet. So
I'm trying to find a solution for that.
Yeah, you got the wrong kayak.
I didn't tell you guys.
Unfortunately,
I got back from the trip and I unloaded my kayak and I put it down on the garage floor. I heard
was it in the hull?
Water in it, and I'm like, oh F. So I looked back, and you know that round like rubber thing in back that's like supposed to be like a dry storage? That was up. That was up, and water got in. Well, then I let it dry out, and I still and I couldn't figure out. I took it out and fished it again. I'm like, dude, what the hell? It's like I loaded it, and dude, my stomach sunk. I'm like, how could this be? Like I closed the hatch and everything. Yeah. Took the seat off because the seat I needed to move anyway. Took the seat off. It's in the black seat thing under it was completely full of water. You know, the black like seat thing under the seat, completely full of water in there. It was like a fish tank. Oh, so there was a little in the hole because that thing was up. I took it out again today, dried it all out, sealed the back thing, 0 water in it.
Nice.
Yeah, the whole problem was that seat thing.
Saved you 40
terrifying.
pounds on top of 150.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I got back and unloaded it and I wanted to puke. I'm like, oh my God, I bought a kayak that now has a hole in it. Like, I took it out multiple
That's very
times. It didn't
fixable,
have a
by the
hole.
way. Epoxy is incredible.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's very easy to-
Mainstream did it on the water.
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
easy
wow.
to actually solve that problem.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good. That makes me feel better.
Alabama last year, Mainstream had a hole in his kayak, and he patched it up. And then
I was just gonna take some bubble gum and just jam it in there and be like,
Yeah,
"Eh,
well, you got the right
you
idea.
can try that.
Yeah.
You can do it.
JB Weld brand gum. Yes.
Yeah.
JB Weld, you don't want to chew that. You don't want to chew that.
Okay,
Hey,
Gramps was in
Debo.
here. I did want to give Gramps a shout. I saw him a couple comments. He's relaxing out on his antlerversary with the old lady, and she's TikToking. He's relaxing, watching. I appreciate you choosing to hang out with us. Yes, Dizzle. Sorry, didn't mean to.
I just want to know, are those footwears that you got, are they Gibbets compatible?
They are not,
I
because
don't know what
that's
hell that
the
means.
Merrill Hydro Mock. It's not a croc. It's like
They-
an
Giblets.
anti-croc.
Giblets are
Giblets?
amazing with honey mustard and or barbecue sauce.
Imagine
Fried
if you just
giblets?
put food in your shoes. Is that
There it
you
is.
think Dizzle wants to
You
put
could.
giblets in
Oh.
your
Your croc just
Paul, did
Saving that
you
for
ever get
later.
those?
this one
you ever
is
get those
my
one
mustard.
attachments?
This is my barbecue.
But if
Oh,
they
did
were
you get the
giblets
croc
that were
attachments?
condiments,
Paul, did you get the attachments or something?
the-
Dizzle asked.
For your Crocs,
I've
the
bought no
headlights
I've
and the
seen
switch.
I've seen way
blade
too
and
many.
whatever.
Yeah, I've people have been sending me like speaker attachments. One of them has like a
lights,
hook on
Snow
it to
shovel.
like grab. Light LEDs. I've seen all kinds of stuff. I
there
can't
was
go that
one.
far, man.
There was
My
one that was
crocs
a
take beating.
winch. Did you see the winch? There's like a winch that you put on the front.
That's
of
what
your
I was
croc
thinking of. There was
to
a
get
hook
your
on it,
other
yeah.
croc. when your croc gets stuck in the mud, you need a winch on one of those crocs. You just pull that
Southeast.
sucker out.
Because I got a kayak, am I starting to attract kayak fishing friends? Southeast, are you a fan of the channel? Southeast Georgia kayak bass fishing. I don't know if I recognize that name. If I'm attracting new folks because I got a
Welcome.
kayak, that's awesome. Hey, I'm new to the game. If you got tips for me, brother, I am ears wide open. Similar to with arms wide open, Creed. Still a great band. Okay, so Steven, we're getting to yours. This is, I can tell this is going to start going off the rails, so I'm going to try to dial you guys back in. Okay,
Bird
so
got
Steven,
on.
this is the question that I wanted to gather everybody and get thoughts on. Dizzle, I don't think you've had a chance to play with a BFS yet, but you're no stranger to the Ultralight game. I know you've played with Ultralight stuff. But Steven said, I don't play BFS, but I do throw mule gear and Ultralight. So like small, like 1.8 baits, like little, small stuff on this. On his Ultralight setup, they're legit, or they're fire. They're lit. Whatever the kids say these days. Yeah, whatever the hip talk is.
They're Sigma.
Yes. Okay.
Sigma.
I don't know what that is.
Not
Anyway.
Skibbity, I'll tell you that.
So here's my
much.
thoughts on BFS. After using BFS, I'm still kind of exactly where I was when I talked about, like, I could see BFS being cool for some things. So like if you just want to throw little small finesse jigs, this is the 3/16 ounce Kayak mono jig. I threw this on a light spinning rod. Dizzle and I were out one day. I caught a 4.5, almost 5 pounder that day. It might have been 5 that day.
I don't remember that.
That's so awesome.
Dizzle, stop it. He does. Anyway, caught a big one that day on this. I could see BFS for throwing some small crankbaits.
Frogs.
No, not frogs. I'm not down with that. I would rather throw
I have a
big
video.
frog.
Debo, I'm gonna post. I have a members only video that I could post unlimited of me catching 20 bass on a BFS frog.
Oh, we
and
never-
and giggling myself right off the lake.
You will giggle so much when you catch.
I'm not exactly.
Okay, so I could hold on. Take a drink.
We both. What is he doing?
He's hitching up his britches. Is what he's doing. I don't know.
Hitching britches. Uh-oh.
Hey, do you guys know what I just saw it here? Seal skins?
Yeah, we know
Is
what
that a
those are.
thing?
Yeah, they're expensive actually.
Wait, what?
What is that? Is that the thing
That's
that
like
the,
a brand, like
water
spandex
people-
brand.
Not necessarily frogs, but I can see some small top
Oh,
waters. This is
yes.
a little tiny
100.
rebel popper.
Yes.
The Rebel. Actually, here I have it tied on because I cut it off. The Zara
Try the
puppy.
tiny torpedo. It's 1.5 inches long tops.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how to
caught
live
2
my
bass
life,
on it the
Don't
Sunday
tell me.
morning.
Where's
Sunday
your mega
morning.
bass, bro?
Yeah.
BFS, you gotta have mega bass.
Don't tell me what to do.
I gotta tell you guys, I love spending $20 on a 1.5 inch bait. It's like my favorite thing to do. When you buy a mega bass, little baby jerk.
So this is interesting. So we were talking about like why bait casters for some of this stuff. Some of it is just because it's fun. It's not that it's any better or worse than the spinning alternative, but
that was the last thing I was going to get to.
The enjoyment of it is through the roof. It's really fun to tinker with, and especially if you're not worried about getting
this.
Yeah.
If you like
as
this,
soon as you're not,
I do. It's more comfortable for me to fish a bait caster all day, which I've said before, over a spinning rod. I have no druthers about throwing a spinning rod. If a Ned rig bites on, I'll throw a spinning rod all day and catch fish. But if I have my choice, I personally like a bait caster in my hand. So,
same.
But the hook,
I agree.
The hook set is different,
it
does work in your favor when you're jigging. In my humble opinion, also having that increased ability to go increase speeds, people discount that because as you go smaller in spool size, so does your retrieve speed. Most 1,500 size spinning reels can go at max like a little over. That would be great. Mendit.com. Come watch our podcast.
Mendit jigs. Hey guys.
Yeah, Mendit jigs. But you're only getting like 5.5. There's a couple out there in the 500,000 that can do 6, but that's as fast as you're going. Most BFS, almost all of them are like 7.6 or 8 or higher. And so your ability to increase speed, that shouldn't be discounted either. And then obviously when it comes to accuracy with pitching and flipping, it's even better than a spinning reel. So I disagree that there aren't some things that aren't better actually than a spinning set.
But I love that everybody's against BFS. It makes me want to fish BFS even more. Maybe
my thing is so here's my thing. I think it's a move into. So obviously, fishing companies, are trying to market new stuff, whatever's hot, right? They're just like any other company. And for whatever reason, fishermen love to just crap on different fishing companies for doing anything outside the box. Or my deal is a lot of it's super expensive, right? It's a very niche group. It's just like getting into race cars, performance parts. Like, can everybody do that? No. Like it's this whole kind of other thing.
It can't, it sort of.
You can't, it can be made affordable.
Arc just dropped like $120 really high-end BFS baitcaster, and it hits 150. It hits all the point, but 150 for a baitcaster is not outlandish.
But the new Kestrel from Casking,
the new Kestrel is super nice, and so is their rod at $90. Like there's a lot of BFS rods out there.
Sorry, that's outlawed on this channel.
Anyway, one thing that I was going to say is the reason I was saying it's more expensive is because a lot of people already have an ultralight, I guess is what I'm already getting at. Like if you've been in fishing, a lot of people already have it. Do you need to go into anything special to do it? No. Right. You can throw a lot of the stuff on an ultralight, but yeah, it's a cool niche thing.
It is niche. Like, and actually the fact that, go ahead, Jeff.
Well, I was just going to say, spinning gear in general is cheaper than casting gear, period. Right. There are a lot of solutions for BFS that you could get into a full combo for $100 or less.
Yes.
And they're fully functional. And there's also a lot of really nice BFS reels that are $80 and a lot of really nice like BFS rods that are under $100.
This one right here, Dark Wolf Ultra. It's like $60-$80. This thing will absolutely get it done at those. Even the super, I don't want to say super, but really light stuff. Come on.
There's a lot of good options.
That kind of blurs the line of Paul. I think you might have been drunk when you were doing that. Like Paul, other Paul. Sorry, not you, Paul.
I was like,
I forgot to switch this. I don't know. So YouTube switched this stupid thing. You used to be able to turn on ads during the live. There was no ads. And I forgot about it again. But now if you turn on ads before, now you're getting ads all over the freaking place. It doesn't matter.
What?
So I need to change that and only turn it to ads on after. So I'm sorry. I know somebody else
I'm not sure.
It took me so long to figure out that you were talking about the comment because I'm like, ads. What is he adding?
Oh yeah,
You're talking about ads.
Other
I'm like,
Paul.
There's a comment down here, Paul Brown Jr., but also
ads.
it's ADDS. I think, hear me out, guys. Paul Brown Jr. doesn't like addition because that's ads.
Oh yeah, ads.
No plus signs.
Yeah, I was good at subtraction.
Add ADS, fine. Addition, no way.
He just
I have
meant
a question
he has
for Nebo.
ADD, and he's not liking this
Talk to
because
me.
we're going all over the place. And
No, I think he would love this.
Anyway,
Just
okay.
the right amount of span.
ADHD, boo.
I know I'm not the host, but Debo, I have a question for you.
Yes, go for it.
How much different did you feel like the conditions and the fishing in the water was, and sort of the way Jeff and I were fishing it versus how you wanted to fish it between like your home water in Iowa and Michigan? Because I think most people would say that they're the same.
Go back. Okay, so go back.
like-
I'm sorry.
I was thinking the same.
You lost me when you opened
Most people would say like,
Wait,
okay,
what?
Iowa and Michigan, those lakes are effectively the same. They're both in
Oh
the
no,
Midwest.
no.
But that's what I'm
People
getting at.
say
So
that?
how did you
Oh.
feel about like how much different was it being from Iowa fishing in Michigan? And like Jeff and I, we were, when the bite got really difficult, we downsized to try and figure out what's working, and then we would fish the upsides of that pattern. That's sort of how we do things a lot.
Yep.
That's our move in clear Michigan water. How is that?
Yeah, I would
different
have been
from
the
where
same.
You are.
Yeah, I was thinking of a couple things. Like I probably honestly would have tied on a finesse drop shot from the boat. I know, as stupid as that sounds, I've only whipped it out a few times. Otherwise, like a small, like you used to call like a mojo rig, like a split shot type rig, or even just a small Texas rig. Not as small as you guys were going, but like a I was thinking like one of the mini Rage Craws, like one of those with like a little 1/8 ounce weight is probably something I would have done downsized around that.
Love it.
Underspin, which the next day I got on that bite, it kind of a downsized underspin that worked.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Underspin turned on after you guys left. So after
I
you
was
guys
on that
left,
morning. Yeah, it was.
Oh my god. I was
it was on all morning. You're right. So it was essentially on all day, because after you guys took off, we kept fishing around, trying different stuff. We caught on Micro Texas a little bit, Fluke a little bit, but nothing was like consistent. And then we got to this really big open section that was about 6 to 8 feet deep, super weedy.
Right at the mouth of that little creek, the inlet.
Yeah, right past that creek inlet. And then we were just like, Paul had it on. We both had it on, actually. We tied it on at the same time, tied on different colors, and we were running the underspin, the Great Lakes Finesse, but just a small underspin. I think that's a
1/16th or 3/16th.
I think it's a 3/16th ounce. And it was very specific. It had to be a black jig head with a gold blade, and it had to have a black trailer. Like that was the
bluegill. Those bluegill were dark, so
yeah.
Like a
and then
bluegill imitator, gold blade.
I went clear waters.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, I was thinking
yeah.
clear water, so I was throwing like the white with a silver blade and smoke purple trailer, and it did not. Nothing worked. And he was running the black version of that. He was catching everything. I switched over to that, immediately started catching. It was pretty nuts end of day, but it was blessed. Yeah, we were just leaning into him. That's a video that just went up yesterday, I think. Was fishing
Raka, shout out. I don't see that you're a member, but I'm gonna have a members only where I shout you out multiple times because I did steal some of your trailers that you sent the Burley guys to throw in a little chatterbait, and it was the deal. So
we dished him out, Raka. That box was so legit, and I am using a lot of stuff from that, Raka. So thank you.
Oh my god.
So we got
eaten in 4 hours.
Also, the snacks were immediately deleted.
Yes, they did get eaten up quite quick. So Dizzle, I noticed you're down there stoic again. Are you frozen, or are you just old stoic Dizzle?
No, I'm replying to chat here. I did have a question for you, Yak nerds.
Also, I want to get if you've got a Yak question, I also want to get your thoughts on BFS and Ultralight. What are your thoughts? Would you consider doing a BFS / Ultralight? You don't have to be. I'm not a BFS snob. Ultralight, something where we catch some fish and cut them up and cook them and eat them.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that whatsoever. The BFS, I mean, I guess I don't have any problem with it. I just don't. I don't see it as a necessity. Considering I already have like ultralight stuff. I can throw the other things on. Yeah.
We got Robot Dizzle. You're cutting out a little bit there.
Okay, well, I'll repeat if this is any better.
Now you are. Yep.
BFS, I for it. I want to pitch that way. As far as the damn it, yes,
You're breaking
eat
up
fish
again, feller.
would be fun.
Eat fish. I got that. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Eat fish good. BFS not
Eat
good.
fish good.
Ultralight only.
Man. Yes, those are the questions, or those are the answers.
I got it. I interpreted that. We got it. Debo, I love that our counterparts are having the only computer glitching going on. This was so many of our shows.
Paul didn't, did he?
Paul has fixed his. He's had a couple of glitches here and there, but like he has fixed his. We had like 3 months, Paul, where like he was just shut out. Like we could not.
I'm still angry.
Super frustrating.
Oh,
so we feel
David.
you, Dizzle.
Dizzle, we got one for you. Dizzle, hold David's hand and help him. Show him the way.
Oh, fix the big gabbo.
Oh yeah. Mend it.
David, have you heard of Mend It?
Mend that
delivery. The delivery. And that's the show. Wrap it up.
Mend it.
Realistically, you just get some Mend It, put on a layer, let it dry. I usually do, depends on how big the cuts are. I'll do 3 to 4 layers of Mend It on there. I see no
I've actually got
no performance.
All I
issues
can think of is that clip of that guy saying, "And you mend it, and you mend it,
and you mend it, and you mend it, and you mend it."
That's all.
That's Hank Patterson fly fishing. You guys go check out Hank Patterson fly fishing.
This was
the funniest videos ever.
You mend it.
It's a whole series. It's so good.
This was from the last time that Dizzle and I fished our beloved lily pad green dock place that is.
No, really?
Ottered.
Oh no.
Dead and ottered out. But anyway, yeah, this one was trashed after a pike. Can you see how shiny it is?
It looks so clean.
That's like 3 or 4 layers of Mend It on the bottom. So yeah, it works. Dizzle turned me on to the old Mend It repairs.
I feel like
it holds up.
It holds up. Or go ahead, Dizzle. Sorry. No, he beeped out. I cut him off, and then we lost him. Dang it.
Then he catches up. Yeah, Dizzle's got to reboot his dial-up internet. Mom, get off the phone! I'm on a live.
You can't fax your friends. I'm on a show.
You know the sound you need on like your board is the AOL dial-up sound, and every time Dizzle goes out, you just hit the AOL dial-up.
If Chaz is watching, he needs to do that for us.
If you were born after 1999, you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, we're old.
You put your AOL.
Can you imagine not knowing about that? We were talking about beepers at my work. You guys remember those?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
That's OG texting. A beeper. Yep. Oh no!
Followed by that BlackBerry.
I had a beeper that I got with Mountain Dew points.
Mountain Dew had points at the same time as beepers.
That's legendary. You hit the
that's like
ultimate
Cleopatra
crossover.
being closer to the us than the pyramids. That's how messed up that is.
That's insane. You just exploded my brain into pieces.
Yeah. My brain's leaking out right here.
Oh no! Oh
no! Yeah, what's really crazy is when I was born, 40 years before that, World War II was going on, which I can equate to if someone was born now, 40 years ago is when I was born. Like that's the same time thing.
Holy.
Time is a construct. That's what Paul and I have learned. So
I'm old. Debo's old. All right, we got to get a giveaway rolling here. We're not. Hopefully, you guys got another half hour to hang out with us. Got a half hour free?
Sure. What else?
Well, actually, yeah, you should because you should have thought we were just starting now. So you should have.
We were just
getting going, dude.
Hour and a half. Yeah, we'll get a giveaway going here. We got 200. It keeps kind of flipping between 200 and some people watching, so we'll do a dadgum giveaway. Not just BFS stuff. This is whatever the wiener wants here. I'll hook you up. Try to tailor it to y'all.
That's what I was telling myself.
Whatever the wiener wants.
Whatever you want, buddy. I got you. I'll take care of you.
These guys can't take them anywhere.
You really can't. You really
Invites
can't
me
take
on the
us
show. shows up late, makes a wiener joke.
Yeah, and then they get me demonetized for wiener jokes.
Yeah, I
Come
got
on.
you cussing within 5 minutes.
You're welcome.
Because I need to lose. Like it's when I had to order Columbia pants. Now the Columbia pants run small, but I had to order size 40 in Columbia pants because DEBO'S tubby, and I kind of got a big butt. So
let's hit the gym, dude.
I feel that. I have the same issue.
Let's do the same program because we're the same people. I can share.
Jeff and I talk about that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, hashtag BFS. This is just a joke. It's not really BFS. The giveaway is not a joke. I am doing a giveaway. Okay, I will pick one random
BFS is not a joke.
And I will try to tailor to you. However, you will go on the board and get what you want. Not BFS stuff. So just kind of a joke. But and Raka, dude, you did not need to do that, Raka. Now I feel
you did it.
Only because I said there's gonna be a video. Raka, gosh dang it. Now I feel like I need
we're
to
syncing up the member circles.
Yeah.
Worlds
are colliding.
Become a member.
Worlds are
colliding.
Gosh dang it. I was good just stealing some of your trailers, but my brother,
Raka, you can be a member from us and then just join for 4 seconds when we have lives because
okay, what do we got? Who's got the next question here? If Jeff works out, do I lose weight? Yeah, basically it's the whole twin thing. If he does it, yeah, I just lose weight if he works out. So
Debo, I'm
okay,
doing it,
Danny
I got
DeVito.
you.
yeah, he's like Arnold and I'm like Danny DeVito in Twins, except I'm his same size.
But he's like you're 6'4".
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
We're the same size.
We tried.
Yeah.
I'm just fat. So really nothing like that. I'm just a fat old version of him. So.
Oh my god. You could
let's work out together.
Yes.
We're gonna start a program. I will text you. I'll be like, Debo, you working out today? Because I am. And then
I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm working out right now.
It's new.
You guys need to set up like a Peloton type of thing. Call it Nerd.
Paul does Peloton. You could do.
I do Peloton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used to have Peloton.
Just for nerds.
In a pinch, I would do a Nerdathon.
Guys get on Strava, like race each other.
I actually am on Strava. You can see all my runs. Yeah, that's right. You can see my half marathon I'm gonna do tomorrow.
Danny
DeDebo.
Danny DeDebo.
That's brutal.
I'm the trash man.
Oh, hey, I'm the trash man. Dude, that's one of my favorite videos ever.
I jump in the ring. I throw garbage.
I throw garbage. We have it all over the ring. And then
oh man, it's Always Sunny. If you guys don't watch It's Always Sunny, you don't get it.
I'm the trash man.
Go watch It's Always Sunny.
I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. Okay,
this is why we can't go places.
Anyway, Dizzle, reel us in and bring us into a question.
No,
what's going through your heads over there?
I have one.
Well, you got to wait after Dizzle now. You got to wait.
Too bad.
You were Danny DeVito on it. Damn it. Dizzle's bringing us back in. He's good at this.
Yeah.
Get your
wait,
mom
yeah.
off the phone.
No, I have a question. Are you ready?
Okay,
yes.
Go.
Debo, you probably can't answer. Paul, Jeff, how many times have you fallen out, and what is the most difficult part about getting back in?
Of the kayak?
Yeah.
We're talking okay.
Also, while we're doing this, if we don't get over 100, we have 220 people watching. If we don't get 100 people entered, I'm just not giving stuff away.
4 more people.
If you don't want some cool gear and stuff, I try to tailor to you. Fine. I just won't do giveaways anymore. This damn AC's
Jeff, how many times
Dr. Pepper is?
Jeff, how many times have you fallen out of your kayak?
I've only fallen out of the kayak on purpose.
Not on purpose.
Three times on purpose for one video, which is the Hobie stability video that we did a while, 3 years
4
ago?
years
I don't
ago.
know. Jeez, forever ago. Anyways, not on purpose, never. I have not fallen out. I also always buy living rooms on floatable plastic. So, I mean, it's hard for me I would have to like cross.
Raka's been with us since the
beginning,
and he is a monster in the best way possible, and we love
him. Absolutely.
3 years.
He is an icon.
Oh, gee. Hawk. Yeah, as these guys are talking about that, that is one of my plans. That's why I haven't got a motor yet.
I like it.
Maybe next year, but yeah, my butt's got to get in shape because, yeah. Anyway.
Paddle for now, motor later, man.
Yep.
Once we reach our goal that we decide on as we work out together, then you can get a motor. How about that?
DEBO'S gym. I need to find some. I need to find some local fishing friends around here, and we just start a workout program, then go fish afterwards.
Do it. That's what like Tom. Everywhere Tom Rowland goes, he does like CrossFit workouts. So he'll get like a group of people at like ICAST and like all sorts of events, and that's really cool. I mean, you can do something like that. Yeah.
I will.
Paul, have you ever gone in the drink, Paul?
I have one time.
Yes.
Hold on. But this is not. It's not, and it was not on purpose. It was very recent. It was last summer. We were testing out a bunch of kayaks, Crescent and New Canoe, and
all Crescent. That one. That was all Crescent.
Was that day.
Was that Water Dog?
So I was in the kayak that actually is in my garage right now. That the same one. And what they had was they had this little platform, and it was two little platforms with a U-shaped bar, and you would pull your kayak into like in between the two little pylons, and then you would sort of sit out, in betwixt them, and then you would get out. So I was not using it properly. I didn't go all the way into them. Only the front third of my kayak was in it, and I stepped off and I got onto my kayak, and what happened was the kayak tipped up, which is pretty normal. But instead of going down again, the front of the kayak actually hooked on one of the lips of those little pylons, and then I went straight over almost instantly. I had to look at the footage because I could not figure out how I tipped over in that boat. I had to look at the footage and play it back like 5 times. You can actually watch it; it's in the video. But yeah,
I will say, credit to Paul. He kept the GoPro above the water. It was on my YOLOTech juice bank, which would not have survived swimming. So he like kept his chest up
and then held onto the dock. Yeah.
But like 100%, we haven't fallen out on accident. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Of course it happens. Everybody should be prepared for that, and you should know how to get into your kayak. So you asked, what's the hardest part of getting back into it? The whole thing. But like if you have
getting back in part.
It's not. So you guys, remember,
you got to know how to do it.
Real quick, let me jump in here. I did see Steve was in here. Get your fish on. Mauricio, Fishing Bass Brazil. He is going to be my guy next week. Y'all have to join because this is going to be a fun one. Love my Brazilian brethren. I did jits for 13 years. So Dizzle and I are no stranger to the jiu-jitsu realm down there. But now instead of talking about jits, we're talking about Fish and Dizzle. That's actually your hat that I've got saved here. Nice. He was nice enough to send us 2. He'll be on next week. So we talked a long time ago, and I feel like an absolute prick arse and a half because we didn't talk much in between there, and I completely hadn't even asked him to be on live. Then he sent that big package of awesome jerseys and hats, and I felt like a complete jerk. So my brother, we'll get you on next week. And it's a completely different look. Things we take for granted here and things we think about as just like, oh, I'm going to go to, Walmart and buy 17 packs of lures. Once you hear how different stuff is in Brazil and kind of the different flip. Now, I know bass fishing isn't like the primary thing down there, but very cool, insightful live that we're going to have there. Awesome. Also for this, Paul Wyman. So, Paul, are you in here? Sorry, I am jumping all around. Did you get him, Dizzle?
Yep.
Dizzle, my man, on it.
I see him.
That's why I like having my wingman Dizzle. Okay, Paul. So Paul, other Paul.
It's been a few Pauls.
I will get you a package out. You
into a kayak though. I would tell.
Yeah, go ahead. Paul, email me DEBO'S Fishing.
I was gonna say it
at gmail.com and a screenshot of your YouTube, so I know it's not one of these scammers trying to get stuff.
The hardest part about getting back into a kayak is if you try and get in from the side.
Yeah. You're going to keep turning it. It's really hard to flip it. But if it's like flipped over, you climb in from the back or even from the front. Most kayaks have handles now, grip, spot, so many like track, handles, like all these things you can grip, and then you can like shimmy yourself up much easier.
So you got to do it like if you went in the ice. You got to like kind of keep yourself low.
You would go like, chest over the front of the kayak and then just crawl over all of it, or the back, but the front's usually a lot easier because it's usually open. There's usually like a hatch up there, so it's usually open.
Unless you have an XI3.
Yeah. Well, we've done it a bunch of different ways. You can do it from the side, but then you're liable to flip your whole kayak, which is not fun.
It's
But even
hard.
that way, if you reach all the way across, once you get your hand on the far bar, that's actually
It's
really
a
easy. And there's always a
slide.
handle right there. So you grab
Yeah.
one of the handles, then you grab the far side, and then it's the same thing. You just sort of slot, you pull yourself on, but like stay low and sort of drag your chest across the kayak, and then your butt's in and you're good.
And it's not like a boat where you have to pull yourself up.
Yeah,
It's more of
exactly.
a like small
It's pretty
lift.
close.
Or even a tube. It's easier to get into a kayak than it is like a floating tube in the river. Because you
it
can
sits under.
You're not
level
expected to
a
pull
little
up.
bit.
You're literally you can almost roll onto it.
Yep.
Or if you were in it and you rolled out, would you say roll out?
You-
No,
you could
getting myself.
Please say roll out.
You could. Great
Mauricio
song,
did ask you guys, do you guys miss the old towns?
I think
have one.
did he ask? I think he asked Hobies.
Or Hobies. I'm sorry.
I saw that
whatever.
comment. Yeah. Do
Yeah.
we miss the Hobies? No, I don't.
Not even a little
I
bit.
don't.
I'm actually really, really glad that I don't have that anymore.
Yeah. I like my Titan X more than I liked my Hobie, and that was a 14-foot. This is a 12.5.
That was a
I like-
14?
Yeah, we had the
Wow.
14s. It's
It's
insane. They're
Nizzle,
pretty
those,
big.
those yaks are bigger than a baby.
Larger than
So
a baby.
quite a
The,
bit larger than a baby.
The behind. Well, that'll have to be a members only. Anyway, it's not bad. It's just a whole off the topic.
Sheshing.
We're an hour 15, and I want to talk some more fishing because we got
Japan
these
for
guys.
fishing.
Japan for sheshing.
Fishing.
Wish I had a LeBaron Dizzle.
Where's your LeBaron?
Where's your LeBaron? Anyway, G-Fan also gifting. G-Fan, my man, I haven't talked to you in a minute, brother.
Oh,
Hope you're well, my
G5,
friend.
let's go.
A drink.
He is another OG long timer. Debo and the Michiganders. Yep. We got all sorts of, and the Nebraskian over there who looks like he got some sun. I want to open it up. So we've talked kind of all over the place tonight. Gave kind of a quick Michigan recap of some things that I really liked. Catch and cook, man, dude, that meant a lot to me. You guys saving the day and doing a little catch and cook, that kind of ignited me for wanting to catch more bluegills and crappie and eat them because they are delicious.
They're so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it up. Dizzle, what do you got? You hit us with the next question here. I can
just
see you up
asked
there.
a question. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Jesus.
Oh, I do have to say, Shan did comment basically to my question of the falling out and getting back in, something to the effect of fall out with gators, get some motivation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
No,
How
thank
about
you.
that?
Question came up in our there we go. Oh,
Allie,
extremely well.
Allie, they are about as sporadic as I don't have a set time. They are kind of all over the place. I'm going to have a members only video. It's not a live, but of my trip to Michigan. And then,
hey, Allie, did you hear just recently back in April there was an eclipse? Something similar in that vein.
once every 500
Because
years,
you
I do
need
a
special
members only
glasses
live.
because of what you're gonna see.
Once every
That's
total
true.
eclipse, you have a members only live.
Yes. Yes.
We have ours every week or once a month, second Tuesday of every month, 8:15 p.m. Eastern.
Are you advertising on Debo's channel right now?
Aggressive averaging English goes his
Aggressively averaging.
Like boy, toy not declared, boy,
like,
something not included, whatever they call that.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Okay, Southeast Georgia. He did say he's been on before too. So sorry, man. I didn't mean to call you out. Maybe I just noticed kayak things now. Basically, now since I'm a kayak pro and I can essentially win any kayak
He's got
trail
stickers. He's got
around.
custom
I've got
logos.
stickers. I pedal. I've got knockoff
I
croc
pedal,
things.
I fish.
No,
I'm
it's not those are
basically-
Merrill. Those are not knockoff.
Oh, these are. I got them on sale. I got these on sale.
You wear
for
super
25
short
bucks.
shorts now
I do
too? Is that a
I
thing?
do.
Oh no, I just want to show off my legs, Dizzle. You know how you like it when I show you my legs.
5-inch
Wow.
inseam only.
No, I am not a fan
Debo
of
does
short
that. Debo will
5
do that
inches,
and then
baby.
wear
That's right.
just below the knee socks.
Yes. When I played
it's
basketball,
not
I was a
/skies
just
out,
below
thighs
the
out,
knee
it's
sock
I'm out,
/ knee
thighs
sock
out.
guy. Any hizzle, as
Any-
Dizzle would say. Any hizzle. Southeast Georgia. Question: does braid work well on the BFS systems? You nerds got to answer this one. I'm still rocking
Yes.
4-pound
Extremely
Very.
monofilament.
the preferred option.
It is their preferred option. You get that Varivas 8 or even their Bass line, you're good. Easy casting, baby.
Yeah, don't use any of this peasant mono or fluoro that you already have in a 4
No. You're BFS now.
We'll find out why not.
Use Varivas.
Use Varivas.
Varivas.
These guys in their fancy line.
You gotta go fancy. You're using the fancy setup.
Hey, hit us with questions. We're going wide open here for the next 10-15 minutes. As the burly guys would say, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Aggressively Average Anglers. We're opening this up,
nerds?
Oh yeah, what's up, nerds? We're opening this up to now we're in rapid fire. Hey Paul, did the rapid fire.
Slow rolling thunder. That's rapid fire's done with.
We don't rapid anything.
I don't remember the damn order.
Thunder.
I don't remember rolling thunder.
I don't rapid.
I just live here. Anyway,
hey,
somebody made a call out. Somebody made a really good call out. They said, "Why?" And you pulled up the comment. I wanted to talk to it. Said,
which one?
It seems funny to spend $200 to catch a bluegill.
Oh, yeah.
Get my truck wrapped with my kayak. Okay. Yeah, dude, I've got all kinds of truck wraps and kayak wraps going on now. No, I actually tried cutting off some of the stickers of my kayak because I purposely didn't want to have I didn't want to be this I'm a YouTuber.
Guy.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I'm
influencer. Yeah, it kind of sounds like I'm shitting on people for doing that. I'm totally not. I don't have those, and I'm not trying to be so I was going to cut them off. Anyway, yeah, I sound like a big prick saying that. I'll just shut up. Anyway, I was just going to take them off because I just want to have a regular old yak, basically because I don't know what the hell I'm doing in it, and I don't want to be like, oh, I've got 50 stickers, and the guy's like, this idiot doesn't even know how to launch his kayak, and he's got 50 stickers on it.
You got stickers, and that's awesome. Part. You have the Dink Slayer. On the
Slayer.
I do have that. My brother Martin. Dizzle, did you ever meet my brother Martin? His mom is different than mine, but my dad's different than his. But anyway.
Yes.
So anyway, he made me these.
That was the best aside, just nonchalant.
That'll have to be another members only story. Anyway, he's the only guy I still talk to from school. We've been friends since I was 13. 14. But anyway, yeah. Did my socks have the yellow stripes? No, and I'm not talking tube socks. I'm talking basketball socks. This is the same time when if you wore shorts that were above your knees, you were not cool.
90s, baby.
Yeah.
But now you're super cool.
Yeah, now you're just a big.
It's so funny. Tall socks are cool. Vans are cool. Short shorts are cool. I'm like, why is all the stuff that I thought was cool when it wasn't now cool? This is BS.
It's the 80s coming back, man.
All right. What do we got? What do we got for
Whoa.
Dizzle?
Just Jeff?
Why?
Dude, that's freakish. Oh my god.
That's me when I was skinny. That's Debo when he walked around at 195.
195? Oh, no way.
Yeah, dude, when I fought at 170. So I used to walk around all the time at 190. Yeah.
Hang on.
Let's see. Do I have?
I wrestled at 171. Nice.
Are you serious?
I wrestled at 152, which was high.
I should just find the Debo video on YouTube and post it in chat here. So
we are basically each other.
152 is the worst. You get the strongest little guys.
I didn't wrestle though. I wrestled once and I about died in wrestling class.
Little guys, and they're stronger than freaking. There's no reason for it.
Yeah, 171 wasn't nice because I had to cut 30 pounds after football.
Well, you had me when I was actually fit.
That sucks. Guys walking around at 215, dropping down.
Yeah.
That was me when I was 190 when I was lifting a lot. Now I'm just fat. So yeah.
We're gonna start lifting, dude. We already talked about this.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen anyway.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Hey, good try. Okay, what else we got for questions? Hit us with questions. Southeast. I am not interested at all in kayak tournament fishing or any tournament stuff. Fishing for me has to be fun, and with the YouTube stuff and all that on top of it, I've almost quit that, and it ruins it.
Yeah.
We got the puppers dog back there. The puppers.
Yeah,
I just don't think I would like to do it like bass tournaments with somebody that's really good and just be the co-angler just to learn and experience it. But I would get way too what's the word?
Sleepy.
What?
Competitive.
What'd you say? Yeah. Sleepy, Dizzle?
I said sleepy. Yeah.
That's only when I drive. Actually, that's true. Yeah, because you do drive a lot in pro pro fishing and tournaments. Yeah, I could
Mhm,
not do that because you're, what do they call you? A full-time truck and boat driver, part-time fisherman when you do that? Yeah, there's a lot of driving that people don't realize. Here's one for Troy. I'll let you guys answer this one because I'm going to try to find that picture real quick.
Any experience with the medium light side of BFS?
I'm holding a medium light right now.
The Majestic.
And I have another one, the Majestic, and the actually all of my bigger ones.
Dizzle and I both used to send these on our chat all the time to each other. I would send this one, and he would send that other one of us angry. Anyway, sorry.
Love it.
I've used actually all. So the Shimano Majestic XT, the St. Croix Mojo BFS, and the Cashin BFS that I have are all medium lights or lights.
It's a great option. You throw like 1/16. You can even go up to 1/8 on those, but like 1/16 outs, you're going to be really happy, and you can fish a lot of rigs. So you said for your straight hook setups, if you're Texas rigging, jigging, whatever, you're going to have a good time. Is that Debo? Is that Debo just having knocked? You knocked someone out?
I did. After a knockout, I jumped up on the fence. That was Debo cut up at 170.
I want to see a video of that. Is there a video?
I'm trying to.
There was one. I've seen it.
Send me that video.
The only one I have, I think, on the internet is one where I get beat. That was my very last fight when I was so psyched out. It was a bad deal. I'll find some of the good ones before I sucked. And
where's the?
It's crazy.
I wish reel.
I wish we had like super nice phones with super nice cameras and super big memories, like back when I was playing rugby. Because I have like 20 total photos, and dude, they're coming back. Jinko's coming back.
You have 20 photos that you can show. There's many other memories from
that
we don't.
That's why I had to get off of Facebook. But I'm telling you, it would have been so cool to have like videos of us playing and stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
I played with Olympians. Like, I want video of that.
I've got a few clips where they're super grainy from whatever cameras we were using back in the day on flip phones. But yeah, Paul texted me like a old rugby party photo the other day. And I was like, can I share this? And he was like, absolutely not.
An absolute gem.
Were you guys, you just played in like a local, like Michigan area league or what?
Well, so Paul did men's clubs after college, but I only played in college. We played at MSU. And then
Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State University. And then after, okay, cool.
But you did play in a full collegiate. Was that D1? Did you play? Was that D1 then?
Last 2 years.
Last 2 years we were.
Wow,
it's tough to become because I was president of the club, so I was the one who did the bidding for that. What happens is you have to have, because of Title IX, a commensurate women's club that can also be supported as an actual club. And then they have like minimums. The school has minimums that they contribute to you when you go to D1. So there's a whole, and then all the chain of custody is different, and then how you can brand yourself. So it's, I don't know. It's crazy. I would say this, like men's sevens, especially, but men's rugby afterwards, it's way more competitive than collegiate. One of the few times, because there's not that many people doing it. It's like all the weak players fall off, and you really don't hit your peak in rugby until you're 25 to 29, probably. And
it's when you played for like 7 years versus 3 to 4. Like,
100%.
Really,
the competition is just more consistent. Everyone's that good.
The thing that sucks is that we don't have rugby in high schools around here.
We do now. We do now.
We didn't not a lot of them. Yeah.
Now there's hundreds.
Way more now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we didn't when I went to high school. I wish that I could have played it because it's not like football going over to that. And that was the experience that I had. I wish I could have played it longer for sure. It was a blast.
That's rough. Yeah, that's a rough. I feel like that's a very injury prone sport like football. Like you're not going to have a very long lifespan in that.
If you get teed up too often.
Really?
I mean,
I don't know anything about it. I've never even watched it or.
It's a scrum, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I heard there's a lot of.
That's the whole game is a scrum. You got it.
Inappropriate touching and scrums.
I mean, only if you want to. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay, moving on. Heather, question: how do you repair a line guide
as the bar
that popped out? Heather, that's a toughie. Usually, you have to repair the whole insert, not just the insert. Like you have to repair the whole thing. So you have to like cut it off with the razor, take the glue off.
Yeah.
I would take it to somebody to do
Not
it.
fun.
Otherwise,
I've done
I
that.
would
It's not that bad.
what?
Yeah,
I'm not
Paul
even
Paul
gonna-
got a 6 cents rod that had a damage guide on delivery. And rather than using his warranty, which he could have, he decided to DIY it, and he did a good job with it.
That ain't me.
YouTube will help you do that. There's a robot talking right now.
Debo can show you how to burn your rod in half. Did that one?
Yeah, I tried
Oh,
replacing a tip.
yes.
I tried replacing a tip and burnt the tip, and that didn't work.
Oh
so.
my God, no.
Oopsie daisies.
When you hold the lighter up to it to melt the glue, don't hold it too close or it will melt the graphite.
And leave it there.
Southeast Georgia, again with the question, coming in hot with the good questions. What length BFS rod would you choose when throwing a shaky head 1/8 or 1/16 Texas rig finesse worm?
I don't do shaky heads on there, but Texas rig I can answer to. So
Texas
116
rig, Texas rig.
116 Texas, I throw on my light setup. I have the Dobbin Sierra Ultra is it the Ultra Finesse? Dobbin Sierra Finesse, but it's a light. It's a 6'9". That is my go-to micro Texas. Go 116, 132, even if I want to. I was throwing the trip we were on. That's the setup I was using with 116 Texas. And I took the Z-Man Micro Finesse TRDs, which is a Ned rig, threw it on the Ultralight hook, which is the Ryugi Hobbit. We talk about it all the time, but a size 6. And it's like a perfect setup. But yeah, that light rod, phenomenal. I think it's the 691C is like the model number. And then I use the ARC BFS reel on that, which I really like that ARC BFS reel. That thing is fantastic.
7 foot is perfect. Will Track says shaky heads are one and done in the river. Rocks seem to eat them. Dude, you gotta go teardrop or you gotta go ball head. Don't go with football.
Stand up,
don't
flip
go
and
with
jig ones.
skinny.
Yeah.
Don't go with the stand ups. Go with the ball head. Sorry, that's
or
one of the biggest fish I've ever caught in the river.
The Woo tungsten shaky heads are rounded. It's almost like an arky jig, just fully rounded.
It's got a little bit of a swim head.
They will pull through any cover.
But bigger is actually better.
Mm-hmm.
Like lead is better in the river.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because one, it's soft, so you can get it unjammed, and it's a little bit bigger, which actually works in your favor.
I can't think of like a specific ball head one that I would recommend, but I think Yum has a good one. I want to say, Paul, can you think of like what's the ball head shaky head that we would use?
Well, I don't have my box with me.
I have some. I just can't think of the brand.
Dude, all mine actually are still using the Super K ones.
The Super K ones
are
perfect.
Those are ball heads. Yes. They're perfect.
Yeah, no flat side, like fully rounded.
No, I can't get rid of them. I had 6 of each size. I can't get rid of them.
Been trying to purposely break these things off and it just doesn't work.
One of them like looks like it was built with sharp edges.
I don't understand these. All right,
let's see.
Let's get 2 more good questions, and we're already an hour and a half. 2 more good questions, then we're getting out of here. What do y'all got? Okay, Mauricio. Another one for another.
Oh no, he's beeping out again.
My name's Dizzle.
I didn't even say anything. I'm sitting quietly.
R2 Dizzle 2.
Yeah, R2 Dizzle. Another one for kayaks. Do you guys use shorter rods for kayak fishing? And the reason I want to bring this one out is because I have changed one of my rods after kayak fishing that I have noticed significant difference fishing from the bank and or boat versus kayak. Yes. So I'll let you guys go first and I'll share my experience because this is the only one that I've noticed a problem with.
So I got one for the BFS haters. Most BFS rods have short butt sections, so you get a shorter rod as well. But they're usually like 6'3", 6'6", 6'9", like for my BFS setups. Otherwise, though, I use the 7.6 all day today, like super long stick. And then swim bait rod, 8 foot, and one of my favorite cranking setups is 7.8. So I haven't changed too many. I don't really think about it too much.
It's but also section that you have to watch out for. It's not the length.
It's the butt section that you have to watch. Yeah,
it's how much you got to handle.
I was trying to get at.
close in because you're not going to fish like this. So
you're
when
going to hit your
comfortably
hips.
sitting down, it gets in your way. So that's the only thing that's why I like the split grips, the low profile, they're usually a little shorter. But I have 2 or 3 rods that are full. So the swim bait rod I have, the cranking rod I have are both full cork grips, and I have no problem with them. You just got to know what you're getting into, and it's a little less comfortable.
I haven't exactly what those guys are saying. So I haven't done a ton of Texas rig hooks. That's a couple, but they weren't bad. I didn't notice any like real problem. Frog fishing, entirely different from the kayak for me, the way I set, the way I fish. I like a long butt section, short rod, long rod. I haven't had any issues with rod length in the kayak. I haven't noticed a difference in accuracy, zero difference for rod length. Butt section, I had to switch to my Kistler KLX, which has a much shorter butt section. And so far better. Longer butt section, every single time I'm hitting my life jacket on hard frog hook sets. Every single time. And the video coming up, either the next one or the one after. It's a very painful one to watch because it was a very large fish, my last one of the day. And I had it on for a couple seconds and then the big jump and it was off. And it was just a shite hook set. So but everything else I haven't noticed any difference.
Sorry. Before you go to Will's, I got a quick one.
Great question.
Did you
so glad you asked.
Just freeze when you went to ask that, Dizzle?
No,
this
got a
can't
quick
even
one.
Be scripted. Hey, I've got one.
Really fast.
Did you adjust to the kayak moving? And
his question is going to be so good too, you guys.
I know it's changing lives.
Dang it!
Oh, get it, lives.
Dang it, Dizzle. We missed your great question. I want it.
I can't tell if Debo is dizzled or if he's pretending to be.
No! What if we all just?
Okay, Dizzle.
I did it in the stream.
You froze right when you asked that.
You do. You don't. You do. You don't. You do.
We'll come back to you, buddy. We'll come back.
I want to answer this question. So Will Trax asked the question: does Z-Man plastics work with screw locks? They do not work well, but I saw a tip on the Z-Man's site, and they said use a toothpick and stick a toothpick in there, and like that opens it up and I tried it. It works so good. If you're in a pinch and I don't have toothpicks with me usually, just take the thickest gauge hook that you can find, stick that in there and kind of pre-tap the hole, and it's so easy. It works because they're filled with like material, like they're salted. Z-Man is. Once it breaks, you're actually okay, and it'll work great. It's crazy good.
Yeah, they loosen up a lot. So I mean, I caught a ton of fish on a Ned rig Z-Man Finesse TRD today, and like eventually it'll even fall off bait keepers. So yeah, you can do it. It's just not easy to do. Well, it can be easy to do if you have a toothpick.
Poor Dizzle. Yeah, Jared, I agree. Poor Dizzle. Dizzle, are you back, buddy? I see you moving up there.
I put it in the private chat in StreamYard.
Gotcha. Okay. So Dizzle asked, I'll pretend like I'm Dizzle. Debo's stupid, and I like biscuits and gravy. How did you adjust to the kayak moving when it comes to hook sets? Debo said it's something he struggled with when he started because he's an idiot. That's exactly what he typed.
Dagger.
Ouch.
It was a lot nicer than that. Dizzle, I love you. Dude, I can't wait for you to come. When are you coming back? Get your butt back here because we need to do an in-person live, me and you hanging out. So anyway, yeah, how did you adjust the kayak moving? That's still the hardest part, man. I got an anchor wizard. But yeah, how did you guys adjust to the whole kayak moving as you're fishing and such? It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really think about it anymore because it's one of those things where after you do it for a couple months, it becomes second nature.
No. Freaking commercials, dude. I don't
know
why. A lot of pedaling.
It cuts it out. That's insane. That's so dumb. YouTube, what are you doing?
I just checked my subscribers. I lost 200 subscribers from this live stream.
Woof.
Everybody that was watching.
Baby, come back.
Yeah, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
I like as far as the kayak moving, yeah, it definitely moves. I would say you're going to get used to rotating a lot, so you got to get comfortable. Whether it's comfortable if you sit while you fish most of the time, or if you stand while you fish most of the time. So like I get twisted up my kayak. Like I'll just like turn around and I'm fishing from the back of the kayak at times. You just got to get really comfortable with it. As far as sitting, you know, you rotate yourself in the seat a little bit. It's not too bad. I think you just get used to it.
Dude, we should do an old school. I'll have a sleepover with like 5 awesome subscribed fishing friends, me, Dizzle, and 4 others, and then we'll play GoldenEye all night and then go fishing early in the morning.
That sounds
That's
phenomenal.
old school. We used to do when summer hit. When summer hit, we put up the big 6-man tent that my dad has, and we'd play GoldenEye all night and then get up and hang out the next day.
I have a projector you can hook your 64 to.
Dude, money. All right. Well, listen, we've been on here for an hour 40. We'll have to get another live going. It's always a pleasure. If you guys don't know these guys, whoop, I don't know how to do it.
Are we all pointing?
These guys, formerly known as Burley's Fishing, now, as you can see behind Jeff there, aggressively average anglers. Where can they find you guys? If they don't know you, go follow them. Tell us the things.
The things are Triple Anglers is our handle everywhere. So if you type in AA Anglers, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those places, we go live on Wednesdays, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Come check it out. Love to hang out with you guys.
I didn't say market on my channel.
And you can join. You can be a member on our channel.
Buy a T-shirt. Flip around. Find out.
You can flip around and find out.
The flip around shirt. They have actually. Do I have the sticker? No, I gave that to Dizzle. The sticker's back there.
Yeah,
they have some amazing stickers here. I can. Well, I think Paul has one. Yeah, that's one of the coolest stickers. Yeah, talk about short shorts. Good Lord, Paul. That's the Ned Rig Nerds. Yeah, they have some cool.
We have one that says, "Sir, this is a Wendy's." That's our.
This is a Wendy's. That one's actually right there.
Hey, go check those nerds out. Dizzle and I hopefully will be doing some fishing in person soon. Should be a great time. Love these guys, Paul and Jeff. Go check them out. Subscribe, do the things and the stuff. Until next time, love y'all. Thanks for watching.